Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily tarot predictions. These predictions are going to be for, what is the 25th? It is the 25th right now. These are going to be for Monday, the 26th of November. We are going to just start right off the bat with Aries. See what comes up here for you guys. Okay, Aries, you have a fantastic card. This is the Green Man. In other decks, this would be called the Emperor. And so the Green Man is a card that just says, is this talking about Aries or someone they're interacting with? This is talking about someone that you're interacting with. And this is a person who has a lot of integrity, has a lot of strength. They probably also have a lot of authority. Okay. This is someone that respects people and who they have high expectations of everyone they work with, including themselves. But they have high expectations in a healthy way. They're not like narcissistic. Like what they expect from you, they are only expecting what they would expect from themselves. And so this person has a lot of integrity. This is not somebody who's going to throw you under the bus. This is somebody who's going to back you up as long as you're doing things right. And this is also somebody who, as long as you're living up to their expectations, and they're usually pretty clear about what it is they expect from you, you will have no trouble with them at all. It's just whenever you start to disrespect them or not live up to those expectations that this person becomes your enemy instead of your friend. Otherwise, they're pretty much your friend, and they're a good friend to have in your corner. All right, so that's what you've got for you, Aries. Hello there, Sequoia. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here. Let's take a peek next at Taurus for Monday, November the 26th. La, da, 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 la, da, 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 la, da, da, da. Okay, so Taurus, what you guys have here is the Six of Swords showing up in reverse. I have two interpretations for this card, and one of them is more favorite for me than the other. And the one that really is hitting me hard for you Taurians is that not my favorite one. This basically, the Six of Swords in reverse, to me, what it's saying is that a lot of you Tauruses are going back to a situation where you were being held down or, kept from really reaching your full potential. And so for whatever reason, you had gotten away from that situation, and it can be a way of thinking. It can be an addiction. It can be a relationship that you got away from because you knew that it was hurting you. And now for whatever reason, we find you turning back to that. Okay. So that's for Monday, Taurus. You do have free will, by the way. So you don't have to let these energies come to pass in your life. And then also, you need to know that this is, of course, a general reading. So not everything I see here will apply to every single person. It was fantastic, San. How was yours? Gemini, you're up next for November the 26th, Monday. Let's see what comes up for you. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever did that. I appreciate it. Okay, Gemini is what you have showing up here is the Queen of Cups. I'm hearing that this is somebody that you are interacting with on Monday, Geminis. Queen of Cups is somebody who can be very intuitive, and maybe they don't even know it in a lot of cases. They are sensitive, and so they do notice a lot of things at a deeper level than other people. So this is somebody that you may notice that they are paying a lot more attention to how other people feel around them. They just know that where it may be that you might not really feel like you had any way of knowing, they kind of do. So anyway, they're really sensitive about emotions and feelings. They have a lot of emotions and feelings themselves. They're very comfortable with their emotions and feelings, and generally they can express them. They have no problems expressing them, frankly. And they also have no problems releasing them when the time comes to release their feelings if they're holding on to something negative or whatever. Usually these are the people who are some of the best at letting go of feelings that are doing them no good. So I have the sense, Geminis, that there may be something emotional going on in your life that this Queen of Cups kind of picks up on, and you may end up getting advice from her or words of comfort from her around that situation on Monday. So that was Gemini. Next up, we do have Cancer. Let's see what we have for Cancers for Monday. La, da, 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 da. Cancers, you just had a whole bunch of cards fall all at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cancers, you guys need a reading. You guys need a reading. I'm not going to take all of these. I am going to take one of these that fell. We'll see which one ends up on top. La da da da, la da da da, la da 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 da. Okay, what did we end up with? All right, Cancer, what we have here is the Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse is just telling me that there is somebody in your social circle or your sphere of influence who is getting on your last nerve. They're probably jumping up and down on it. Somebody who you would normally consider a friend who is not acting very friendly. All right, so that's what I have coming up for Cancer. Next up, we have Leos. Leos for Monday, November the 26th. All right, so Leos, what we have here is the Seer. This is actually telling me you are okay, so I'm getting two stories here, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and share both of them. I kept trying to feel to see which one's the strongest one, but we've got two things that are happening. So for some Leos, what you're getting is you are going to be getting a reading. Isn't that funny? We had Cancer that needs readings, and now we have Leos that a lot of you are actually going to be, seeing somebody like me. You're going to be going to see the High Priestess or this year. You're going to be having readings. For others of you, this is talking about your own psychic abilities, that your own psychic abilities you're going to notice on Monday. Maybe if you don't feel like you have psychic abilities, you may be noticing that, oh, wait, maybe I do after all. What's going on here? And for those of you who already realize that you do have psychic abilities, which I believe that we all do, so some of us repress those and some of us use those. But for those of you who already realize you have psychic abilities, you may be experiencing some shift or some expansion of those abilities that sort of takes you by surprise, maybe even takes your breath away, where you experience something that you know is some type of psychic phenomena, and you're just like, I didn't even ask for that. How did that come in? So some of you will be getting readings because you want insight and clarity, and others of you, you will have your psychic abilities being expanded in a much more personal way. Okay, so that's for Leos. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. I appreciate those. Virgo is who's up next. Let's take a peek at you guys. Pikachu. All right, so Virgos, and this is for Monday, the 26th of November. You guys had a card fall. One of my favorite cards, actually. All right, so Virgos, what showed up here is the Fool. This just tells me that you do have some kind of new beginning coming in for you on Monday. This new beginning is more or less a leap of faith. There may not be a whole lot of logic that supports whatever this is that you're beginning new. Maybe you're starting a whole new relationship with someone. Maybe you're restarting a relationship and your logic says, ooh, don't do that. Or maybe this is more of a business venture or a hobby or some kind of activity that you're wanting to start. But you are actually starting it. And I think I really like this card because a lot of the motivation behind this card is just that inner knowing of this is the right thing to do right now. You just know that you know that you know that you know that you need to do this, whether logic backs that up or not. And the other thing I like about this is it is the beginning of a journey. Sacred Spirit recognizes whenever we pay attention to that inner knowing and honor that inner knowing, and then Sacred Spirit honors us for honoring that inner knowing. And so it's the beginning of a really nice journey. Every step of the way may be a total leap of faith, but as long as you stay tuned into Spirit, then you're not going to have any missteps. It's a magical type of thing. All right, so that's what we have coming up for Virgos. Next, we have Libra. And then there was Libra. Okay, so Libras, Monday, November the 26th, comes in for you guys. La da da da, la da 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 da, la da la da da da, la da da da, la da 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 da. Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay, Libras, we have the King of Wands showing up for you guys. Is this somebody else or is this Libra? Libras, I feel like this is more about your type of personality traits that you're going to be exhibiting on Monday rather than about somebody else you're going to interact with. So this is more about you. And this is just saying that you're feeling very positive, very optimistic. You're thinking outside the box if you're trying to do any problem solving or troubleshooting. You have very much a can-do attitude and also very much a go-get-'em attitude. This is somebody who can do, is doing, creating some solutions, getting some things done. Working on things also that make this person feel very happy and satisfied and excited, maybe even to be working on. So really good card is what I see here for Libras. Rachel Elizabeth, hello, hello. How was yours? Tammy Bambe, glad to see you here, my dear. How are you? Alrighty, so up next is Scorpio. So let's see what kind of card we get. Fellow Scorpios, hopefully it'll be something nice, something sweet. La da da da, la da da. Yours was really nice. That's fantastic. Scorpio, what do we have? Oops. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups showing up in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse means that there is something that we had walked away from because it was making us feel depleted. We were putting in much more energy to this thing than what it was giving back to us, whether it was a relationship or an employment situation or whatever. And so we had decided we needed to walk away. And now, for whatever reason, we're going back to that situation. Hopefully, we have reason to believe that things will be different this time. Good luck to all of us is what I have to say whenever I see that card come up. That card's been the indication of a lot of trouble for me. You're getting a new Chihuahua puppy? Very cool. LRKK, hey, hey. You're quite welcome, my dear. Quite welcome. Glad to do it. Sagittarius, happy birthday to you, Sagittarians. If you guys would like a discount on a live reading, you do qualify to get one as long as we are in Sagittarian sun sign time. Just get a hold of me and we will get that taken care of quickly. You can find all my contact information on my website, which is listed in the description box below. Hello there, Ms. Hannah David. So I interrupted your music enjoyment. I feel bad and I feel honored all at the same time. There's Willie Dog's mama. Hey, hey. Yeah. My announcement is I'm going to be in one of the local stores this afternoon. So it's for people who are local. Just to let them know that I'm going to be at the Golden Himalaya from 4 to 6 this afternoon, giving out readings live and in person on location, so to speak. I hear you. I hear you, Hannah. Still, I don't like to interrupt a song either. Yep, I'm fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. This is the first time that I've been invited to do something that is like local right in my own hometown. I actually could walk if I wanted to walk to that store. So Sagittarius, here is your card. What you have is the Ace of Arrows. This tells me that there is some communication that is beginning. This is two-way communication. If you were waiting for word back, it would come in reverse. This is you're communicating with somebody, and there is two-way communication going back and forth. This is probably, with this card, you're probably looking at text messages or possibly emails. All right, that's for Sagittarius. It is a fantastic shop, actually. It's under new ownership. I really loved it when the last people owned it. Now there's a new lady who owns it, and I think she's going to make it even better than it used to be, which would be quite the feat, actually. That would be fun to do a tour. Oh my gosh. I would hit every city that had hot springs. Hello there, Anna. Glad to see you here. Glad you're here. All right, let's look at Capricorn for Monday, November the 26th. La da da da, la da da da, la da da da. Okay, so Capricorn, what you have here is the Four of Clubs. Four of Clubs means somebody coming into the nest. And I find this, this is not so surprising, actually. This can be returning from Thanksgiving vacation or Thanksgiving trip, whatever you want to call it. This can be if somebody was out of town, them coming back home. It doesn't have to be you, but it's about somebody that is coming into the nest, somebody that is returning home. It can also be about bringing a new baby home. Or it can be about family coming together to visit for somebody's first communion or a wedding or whatever, a family reunion. But this is, somebody is coming into the nest. Usually this shows up as family, but I will tell you, I've seen this card show up too in a more professional level too. This could be somebody new coming into your office or somebody who left the office coming back. Maybe they've been on vacation or maybe they've been on a business trip. So it can apply in the work context as well. So usually work or home is where I see this. Also, the other way that I see this actually, and I guess it's coming in different ways for different ones of you because I'm going through like every meaning I know on this card here pretty much. The other way that I see this happening is sometimes in relationships. If, two people have been separated, maybe the one person was on a business trip or something and the other person and then they come home. This can also be if you had a blowout on your relationship and maybe you thought you were over, but you definitely had some downtime. This can be coming back together after that downtime and getting back on the same page again as well. Okay, so that's for Capricorns for Monday. You know what? I decided to buy myself a different present than the hot spring weekend. Yeah, I'm expecting to have a lot of fun. They must be back acting weird. Is that what you have to say? MM, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you here. You're making me think of the candy with that name. Glad you're here today, honey. How are you? I hear you, Willie Dog's mama. Right, Sammy Bambi? Okay, so let's look at, did we do Capricorn yet? No, I don't think we did. Did we? We did, just now. We're up to Aquarius. I'm all confused. Okay, so Aquarius is up next for Monday, November the 26th. While I'm shuffling for Aquarius, let me just remind y'all that I do offer live readings as well as 1 or 2 question recorded readings or Reiki sessions. And I have actually some other services on my website as well. If you'd like to check those out, feel free. My website is www.amista.info, I-N-F-O. Once you're there and you've checked that all out, if you decide that I am the right provider for you, then go ahead and get a hold of me. All my contact information is on my website, and we'll get you taken care of quickly. And my website is down in the description box, just in case you forget what I said. Please don't try to put a .com in my website address. It won't work. It's amista.info. You must be Aquarius, MM. All right, so let's see what you guys got. Okay. Aquarius, you guys have the Death card in reverse. Most of you, if you've been watching me a while, know that I would never call a card the Death card. I would call it the Transformation card. But regardless, you have the Transformation card in reverse. This is telling me that there is a change, that if you made this change in your life, it would be beneficial to yourself and probably also to other people around you that you interact with as well. But you've kind of dug your heels in and you've decided, no, I'm not going to make that change. So here's what you need to know about this, Aquarians. This change is happening whether you dig your heels in or not. When this card comes in, it's kind of like the universe is saying, look, we can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way. You get to choose. That's what's going on here, okay? So this change that would actually improve your life and your interactions is knocking on your door saying, come on, let's go. And you're going to say, no. Usually when we say no, it's because we're afraid of, okay, so if I make this change, how is it going to impact the rest of my life? How is it going to impact my work or my job? How is it going to impact my relationships with my family and my friends? I'm just not so sure that I want to pay the cost that it would take to actually make this change. All right. Best advice when you see this card is embrace the change. Get through the hard part where you don't know what's coming next. Get onto the other side where you're starting to put everything all back together in the way that it should be. And you'll be much happier and much more productive once you get through to the other side. Okay, so you can do it the long way or you can do it the short way. I recommend the short way, even though it is kind of scary usually. Right, Willie Dog's mama? I remember you taking care of your father-in-law. Oh, you're an Aquarius? That's trippy. I have a friend who's an Aquarius who basically told me we got to stop talking, and I'm a Scorpio. So I wonder if he's like regretting that too. That's trippy. All right, so let's move on to Pisces. Not to get too personal, but me and the Aquarius love each other too. I wouldn't say we're in love, but we're good friends. Anyway, let's look at Pisces. Pisces for November the 26th, Monday. I would say if you're in a similar situation to me, probably you would just need to say, hey, kind of messed up. Are you open to the idea of getting back together? Oh, that could just be consolation too. It doesn't necessarily mean he's really moved on. All right, let me focus. Pisces, Monday, November 26th. Here we go. La, da, 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 da. I already gave you my advice on them. But you can ask for spirit advice whenever we get into that portion of the Reiki video, which I'm going to do right after this video. All right, so Pisces, what you guys have showing up here is the King of Pentacles in reverse. What I'm hearing, Pisces, is that this is talking about you more than anybody that you're interacting with. When I have the King of Pentacles in reverse, I kind of think of this person is broke. Okay, so it could be that you're feeling financially broke on Monday, but this can also be mental and emotional. Like this can be that you're feeling like you're a broken person. Like you're feeling like, you're kind of in over your head on some of your emotions and some of the things that you're thinking lately. And so this is a really good time to, talk to some friends, see if you can get some help getting a different perspective. If this isn't just being financially broke, if this is the mental and emotionally, man, I'm just feeling really broken right now. Talk to some friends who can help you look at things from a different perspective that would be more positive for yourself. Possibly even consider a therapist. But, definitely don't try to stay alone and handle this by yourself. Get some help with it, whether it's friends or whether it's professional. Get somebody around you who can be supportive and positive and who can help uplift you during this time. Okay, Pisces? And that's for Monday. Okay, it's both, you say. All right. Just take care of it. That's the most important thing. Sometimes we see things like this, and it's a good thing that we see them because it kind of lets us know, okay, here's a heads up. I should be paying attention to this and taking care of it. So that's what I would say. Just take care of it. All right. So that covers everybody. I'm going to get out of here. We're going to start a Reiki video here in a few minutes, and then we'll go from there. Everybody, thank you so much for stopping by, for hanging out, for liking this video, also for sharing this video. The more people I can get in front of, the more people I can help, which makes me happy, 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 because I get to do what I love to do for a living. And that is all because of you getting the word out to other people about me. So thank you very much. Everybody have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on the next video.